Alrighty, what's up everybody? It is I, your tribal god of extreme, Peter Joseph here, for a Thursday afternoon video. Right here, on the home of all things ranting, the very evil and mysterious and #1 rant channel on YouTube today. It is the ever so popular and very legendary PG Rants channel. Thank you all for watching. As always, make sure you like the video, hit that subscribe button down there inside my pants. Otherwise, I'll leave the description box below on this channel, my other channels as well. Show your love and support. Leave your comment on the video if you like. You don't have to, but if you want to, please do it. Be respectful of my rules. And if not, go fuck yourself, get out of here, and get a life. That's that. Follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Share the video all over the internet. And most importantly, tap and slap that fucking bell. Turn on all notifications so you don't miss the next one, because if you do, well, you're pretty much SOL. You already know what that means. If you don't know, look it up. And if you're here for the first time, ladies and gentlemen, well, thank you for watching, first of all. Thank you for coming to the channel. And as we say in the business, welcome to the party, pal. We hope you enjoy the ride. Sit back, relax, put your feet up, grab yourself a cold one. That's fruit punch. Sit back, relax, grab a cold one, and enjoy the show. And like I said before, if you like it, great, get out of here, go to your day channel, where nobody really gives a fuck about you, or just go watch somebody else. And that's that. If you like it, great, go fuck yourself, like I said before. Alright, on this, once again, gloomy, overcast, Thursday afternoon, May the 29th, 2025, about to close out the month of May on Saturday, and then we begin the beautiful month of June, and we're 3 weeks away, officially, as of today, 3 weeks away from the beginning of summer, officially, so that's going to be epic, can't wait for that. Hopefully warmer weather, not a whole month full of rain on and off. Hopefully no hurricanes around my neck of the woods, but if you're down south in Florida or Texas or even California, just watch out. And even my good friend Isa in Puerto Rico, hopefully no major hurricanes come in in the Caribbean during the summertime, because it is, hurricane season, so we gotta watch out for the tropics every week or so. But I don't think it picks up till really, I think, late June or early July, mostly July, August, and September. We have to really worry about that. Not so much October, but it really ends in like the beginning of November, so. But watch out for watch out for the tropics and all that shit, and the big severe thunderstorms as well, wherever you may be, as well. But be safe and be well. That's that. All right, really quickly, ladies and gentlemen, on this Thursday afternoon, want to do a quick rant on the rant channel because I haven't done a full rant in a long time. So, I want to, put a little bit more content on my channel. Because I haven't. Well, I did a mini short about Casey Jane of NXT winning the NXT Women's title Tuesday night on NXT from Stephanie Foucault. And we all know Stephanie Foucault is going to be on SmackDown within a month from now. So I would say by the end of June or early July, we'll see Stephanie Foucault on Raw, and Jordan Grace, who might be the next in line for the NXT Women's title, she's being reported to go to SmackDown pretty soon, and a few others might be going up really quickly. So we'll see. So the landscape of NXT and the main rosters are going to be changing as we hit the summertime. So we got that. So check out that little mini short. Just go back a video or so. Go to my short section. You'll see the latest one up there. That's that. All right, but this mini rant, I'm not going to make it that long. Hopefully not too long, because I do got to go to the doctor pretty soon. So moving on. All right, so I got a rant about Vincent Kennedy McMahon. Yes, another Vince McMahon rant. A legendary Vince McMahon rant. This guy seems like he just does not want to get out of the limelight. He wants the spotlight so bad. He's 79 years old, still a senile bastard. He deserves to go to jail for all the shit with Janelle Grant. And now his good buddy who was in the case, I don't know if he still is. At this point, he still might be, but on the other side, and that's John Laurinaitis! People power, baby! I don't give a fuck about Vince McMahon! People power, baby! But Johnny! Okay. So yeah, John Laurinaitis is now on the other side of this Janelle Grant case, and he's working with Janelle Grant's lawyers to kind of fuck over, Vince McMahon. So he's cooperating in the case, but that's something for another time. But good going, Johnny! Tell Vince McMahon to go fuck himself. But you're still a naughty boy, but it is what it is. But anyway, like I said, he's got that going on, and we thought that he was done for good. He resigned from WWE and TKO because of this fucking shit with Janelle Grant. People are like, oh, there's no way he's gonna come back into the company. There's no way he's gonna buy WWE back from Hunter and TKO or The Rock and everything. Well, there's a but, and as we all know, if there's a but, most of the time it stinks, and this stinks so bad. It's been reported that Vince McMahon allegedly wants to buy back the WWE. Good luck with that! Because he thinks, oh, Hunter's a bad, he sucks, and all this stuff. Anyway, and this is coming from the coach, Jonathan Coachman, and really, should we really believe Jonathan Coachman? Because I know, he's been saying a lot of shit about Vince McMahon, he's been saying a lot of shit about the WWE, especially the women's division. You're taking after JD, right, Jonathan Coachman? You're taking after a schmuck like JD? Good luck with that. But anyway, well, speaking on Behind the Turnbuckle, the coach talked about the rumors that Vince might want to buy back the WWE. He said he's been hearing from people in the wrestling world. Yeah, who do you trust? Who do you trust? Are you talking to Meltzer? Are you talking to Uncle Dave? Or you're talking to Vince Russo, another schmuck? Or maybe he's talking to Jones for Entertainment. All those guys I mentioned are clickbaited fucktards who say that, oh, I got sources. Yeah, your source is fake. Or you just read off the copy just to get clicks. And don't cite the source. I actually do, and I'm reading this from Ringside News, so fuck you. But people are saying, hey, you don't cite the source. I just said ringsidenews.com. That's a source. Morons. Anyway, so he has these sources. He's talking to people in the wrestling world who trust him, right, and give him inside information, right. He hasn't been wrong about things before. That's a definite lie. He's been wrong before, and he knows it. And says he knows Vince really wants to get the company back. So I'm going to take what he said, and you take it with a grain of salt. And that's that. Alright, so he says, and I quote, I've been quoted a lot from this show the last week everywhere because I have conversations. People trust me, people call me. I talk to them because I don't treat this like the end-all, be-all. And the one thing that I've yet to be wrong about, anything, right? And so, all of a sudden, I'm getting on all these websites because I have educated views, right? And I also have people that are tipping me off. No, you mean fucking you over. Now, do I know 100% he's going to buy the WWE? I know that he wants to. That doesn't make it 100%, you fucking moron! If he's going to, yes, that is 100% credible. But if you say, oh, is he going to? I don't know. That's 50-50, coach. 50-50. It's like this. You're right down the middle of that, like Bill Alfonso would say. Come on now. You just can't say something and say you have sources that are mostly credible. Some are credible, some are not. Vince Russo being one of them. And Dave Meltzer has been wrong a lot. And if you're getting it for Sean Ross Sapp, there might be another guy that's like 50-50 to my eyes, but, whatever. Wherever you're getting your sources from, Coach, I don't know. But anyway, speaking of Vince Russo shared his own idea. He said maybe Vince knew ahead of time that he had to step away from running WWE for a while, and therefore he might have made a deal with Ari Emanuel and TKO to run the company for now. And then when he's done with his Janelle Grant shit, maybe he can come and take it back. I say if I'm Ari Emanuel, I tell Vince to go fuck himself. That's what I would do. And The Rock too. It's like, hey Rock, fuck you. I mean, not Rock, sorry. Vince, fuck you. In his theory, TKO would make money from WWE for a few years, and then Vince would buy it back once his problems were over. They'll never be over. He'll be 80. God forbid he does get it back. The WWE will go back down the toilet. Not that it's kind of in the toilet to begin with. Not that Hunter's made a lot of mistakes. Let's just be honest with that. And some of the booking has just been especially with JC Jane winning the NXT Women's title, Ethan Page winning the North American title, but they're going to have short reigns and they're going to go up to the main roster. So I don't know what Hunter and Shawn, Mr. Hickenbottom, Shawn Michaels is thinking. And then you got the rumors going around that Mariah May might be coming to NXT to kind of be the Charlotte Flair of NXT. They might change her hair to brunette, which I think is a bad idea. Even though she'll still look hot, but they're going to probably give her the Charlotte Flair treatment. Or, I hope they don't, bring Mariah May in, and she's the new leader of Fatal Influence or some shit like that. I'm like, why? Why, you're just gonna give her the Mandy Rose treatment too, and then out the door? I'm just saying. Anyway, Vince Russo said, and I quote, Coach, ever since you brought this up on this show, crazy things start going through my head. Well, you're a crazy man. What if Vince obviously knew what was coming down the pike? He obviously knew he was going to have to take a back seat, and he was going to have to take a back seat for a couple years, like I just mentioned before, whether he liked it or not. What if he made the deal with Ari and TKO and they were the placeholders? You guys take care of this now. You make, whatever you do, you make WWE great again. You get a certain percentage. I get a certain percentage, and then 3 years when this is all behind me, this is the price I pay to you to get my company back. I don't think that's going to happen. But, anyway, so Coach added that this could explain why WWE is making aggressive money moves, like focusing on Las Vegas instead of New Orleans for Mania, and have a residency per se in Vegas, and have WrestleMania not every year, but every so often, and then have big shows in Vegas. If Vince told TKO to do what they needed to make profits for now, it kind of makes sense. In theory, yeah, it kind of does. But then you get... The thing is, why would you have The Rock come out in February, say, WrestleMania 42 is going to be in New Orleans, and they're, the tickets are going to be going on sale later this year and shit. Everybody wants to go to New Orleans. It's a great place to go. And New Orleans already had 2 Manias. Why not a third? Why not? And then, about a few weeks ago, you get the New Orleans Commission say, nope, we're not going to have Mania in New Orleans for some unforeseen reason. And now, there is talk of WrestleMania going back to Vegas for WrestleMania 42. But that's hitting a snag because Allegiant Stadium's got a lot of concerts coming up next year. And who knows if it does go back to Vegas, when will it be? Because you gotta remember, concerts go through Allegiant Stadium, like big name concerts, like Taylor Swift and maybe AC/DC or Metallica or something like that. You gotta book accordingly, and there might not be any slots open for Vegas, Allegiant Stadium. Or any of the other places where WWE ran this year for NXT and all their events, like on the other events, like Bloodsport and Joey Janela's Spring Break and GCW, shit like that. So, right now, 42 is kind of up in the air about being in Vegas. But, we'll see. So they went back and forth. Russo added it's not a crazy idea because wrestling is full of surprises. TKO might be open to it if it means big profit. And Russo also said that Vince McMahon is a smart businessman. Right. And could definitely come up with a plan. And then Coach came back, pointing out that this might be why people like Bruce Pritchard and Michael P.S. Hayes are still working in the WWE, because Vince plans to come back and wants his stooges there. So, basically, and Vince is not even on terms with his own family, which is sad. He's not on terms with his baby girl, Stephanie McMahon. He's not even talking to his son-in-law, Triple H. I wonder why. And that's it. So, all I gotta say to this is, Vince McMahon, stay the fuck out of the WWE. Stay the fuck out of the wrestling business. I mean, there was talk that Vince wanted to make his own company, have his own wrestling company, away from WWE. How did that go? That fizzled out pretty quick. Maybe he does have a plan. I hope not. Because I think WWE's doing fine, since Vince has been gone for the last couple years or so. I think WWE's doing fine. They don't need Vince to come back and buy the company and then put it back in the gutter. And then Vince cuts good people. He releases people that are good. Like, why would he get rid of them? And then Hunter, when Hunter got control of creative and everything, he's like, "Oh, I'm bringing him back." He brought back Dakota Kai. He kind of brought back Io, even though Io was thinking about going back to Japan. Same thing with Asuka. I don't know about Kairi, but basically, if Vince got back his company, half the people that Hunter brought back, Vince is going like, "You're fired! Get out of here!" No, Vince needs to stay away. Stay away. Let Ari Emanuel and TKO, even though there's problems with them too. You gotta admit that. Nothing's perfect in WWE TKO land. I think Hunter's doing he's doing an okay job. Let's just put it that way. He's doing okay. Shawn Michaels making NXT great. Big rating. Well, some sort of big ratings. Getting some good people in here and there, like Stephanie McMahon, Delta, Julia, Jordan Grace, the NXT TNA partnership is going really well for both brands, I think, and in my eyes, it's a win-win. But, if Vince comes back, that ain't happening. He's going to get rid of that partnership real quick. Then again, he could buy TNA, knowing Vince. You think anybody wants to work under Vince? I wouldn't. I posed that question to Balls Mahoney a long time ago. He says, "No, I'll never work for Vince." What happens? What happened when Vince bought ECW? Who was on ECW TV? Balls Mahoney. So, God rest his mighty soul, but he's a liar. Sorry, Balls. Hope you're hanging out with Axel and Shaw. Balls, Axel, Shaw. And Sabu, too. They're having a big hardcore matches up in heaven with Terry Funk and the Sheik, And even Mikey, too. He can't come out right now, but, he wants to come out, but not now, Mike. Later, we'll talk. Okay, bye! Okay. Sorry. So let me your thoughts and opinions. What do you guys think about Vince McMahon possibly buying WWE back from TKO and Ari Emanuel? Do you think Vince has a shot to get it back? Do you want Vince back in control of WWE, his baby? What do you guys think? Let me know down below in the comments section. Please like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and my other channels as well. Show your love and support there. Follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And don't forget to hit that bell. Turn on all notifications so you don't miss anything. And please share the video wherever you want to. That's that. Alright, guys, I really gotta get out of here because I have to go to the doctor. I will be back a little bit later with your official AEW Dynamite review over on my Peter Gilmore channel, Peter Joseph channel, I'm sorry. And then maybe later tonight we'll talk about Monday Night Raw after I watch TNA Ring of Honor. We will talk about TNA Ring of Honor Saturday because I will be out all day tomorrow because I got errands to run, I got more doctor appointments. Because of the holiday weekend, I had to move everything, so tomorrow night we'll talk about SmackDown, and then Saturday we'll talk about TNA Ring of Honor, and then get you ready for Collision, because that's been already taped, so. But we don't know what time Collision will be on. It depends on what happens tonight in Game 5 of the Eastern Conference Finals between the Knicks and the Pacers. 8 o'clock start at the Garden, so 7th Avenue is going to be crazy once again. See, the Pacers can close out the series and go on to the NBA Finals to possibly face the Oklahoma City Thunder, unless that series is going to, I believe, 6 games as well. But we'll see. Hopefully tonight the Pacers knock the Knicks out, and, well, we might have riots tonight in New York City, so be careful if you're going to New York City tonight. And maybe the weekend, too, because it's going to be a wild weekend. If they don't win tonight, it's going to be a wild night, a wild weekend, maybe a few months, who knows. But, we'll see what happens with that. But be careful out there. Go Pacers, and that's that. Thanks for watching, everybody. Until next time, fuck Vince McMahon, and fuck you people that actually care about the guy. Peace.